Hi, Nikita. So guys, I'm just going to wait for a few more people to log in, and then we can get started with the Sunday workout. So whoever's on, why don't you just put your name and just your name or a hi in the comments, then I'll know all the people who are actually logged in. So the live chat is actually on right now, and you should be able to actually put any comments there. Okay. All right. Pankaj is there. Nikita is there. Let me just see if there's anyone else. Okay, Nikita, I'm loving your picture. I love this. Okay, Gaurav is here. Great. Okay. All right, guys. So hi, Shipra. Okay, so while we wait for a few more people to log in, go ahead and set up your yoga mat. So I've already set it up. And you might need a chair and, like a belt. It's not necessary, but if you have it, it's going to be good for this session. I've planned that the session won't be very long, maybe 30 minutes long. And at the end of the session, if there are any questions, I'll take questions as well. Let me just turn off my WhatsApp so that it doesn't disturb us. All right. Okay. So now WhatsApp should not disturb us anymore. Gaurav, if you want live online yoga classes, you can write to me at pragya.bhatt@gmail.com. All the information is actually there on my YouTube page also. So on a public forum, I'm not going to share my contact number, but you can actually write to me on pragya.bhatt@gmail.com. I will just share that with you. Yeah, and all the information is actually on my website also, yogawithpragya.com. All right. Okay, guys. So let's get up and let's get started. All right. Let's start. So we're going to start with sitting up straight. Hands on your knees, back straight. Since it's the evening, we just want to kind of get our minds kind of focused on doing yoga and just like detach yourself from the day that has happened. And you're just going to start to inhale and exhale. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Gently bring your hands together. Start rubbing them together. And place them on your closed eyelids. Rub your hands across your face. And with a few blinks, open your eyes. Good. Okay, now from here, let's start. Come up into your downward dog. So you're going to place your hands distance of the mat apart and place your feet the distance of the mat apart and go into your downward dog. So I've done a Facebook Live about downward dogs before. So basically in the same way, you have to make sure you're stretching your tailbone up. You're tightening your thighs. It's okay if your heels are up, but you have to really stretch the back. And then from here, step forward into Uttanasana. So you're going to step forward. We're just basically trying to warm up the spine. Keep your fingertips on the floor. Keep looking forward. Keep a straight spine. And then once again, you're going to place your hands on the floor and extend back, step back into your Uttanasana. And again, step forward into the Uttanasana. Downward dog and then Uttanasana. Yeah, keep your back straight. Good. And one last time, place your hands on the floor and step back into Uttanasana. And keep the thighs rolled in, push the tailbone back. And then place your knees on the floor, bring the toes together, and go back into your downward dog. So forehead on the floor, hands forward, and relax. Good. Now come up. Now those of you who have like a pillow, go ahead and get a pillow or like a cushion or anything. I'm going to use a block here, and then lie down with your back on your back and with the head sort of resting either on the pillow or on the block. And if you don't have a pillow or a block, it's okay. You can actually just rest your head on the floor also. Yeah. So what we're going to do is you're actually going to turn to the left. So I'm actually turning to the left. You can also maybe turn around and turn to the left, and you're going to extend both hands out like this, and then place your knees on top of each other also. And now you're going to take the top hand. So in my case, it's the right hand, and you're going to extend it all the way out and keep pushing the knees into the floor, into each other. So the knees should not come up. You have to keep the knees close together and extend both arms out. It's okay if the right shoulder does not touch the floor, but you want to make sure that the knees are stacked on top of each other and keep the chest open and the arms open. Good. And then come back. And we'll just do that a couple of times. So as you can feel from this movement, you're opening up the chest and you're kind of lengthening the sides and twisting. So it would be good if you didn't have your lunch anytime in the last 1 or 2 hours. And come back and go up. And come forward and go back. Good. And then come back again. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to just turn around and do the same thing. So this time I'm lying down on my right side. And again, stacking my knees on top of each other, hands on top of each other, relaxing my head on the floor, on the block or on a pillow, and then extend the left hand out. My left hand is the top hand, and I'm extending it out and opening the chest. And stay there. So the longer you stay in the asana, the more the body opens up. Good. And then come back to the center. And then the same thing, so several times. You're just gonna open the chest and then come back. And then open the chest and come back. And once again, open the chest and come back. One last time, you're gonna open and come back. Good. And now from here, you're gonna hold the outer edges of the mat and come into your downward dog. So you've stretched the sides of the body. Now you're going to lengthen them. Keep pushing the tailbone up. And really keep those thighs tight because that's going to make the downward dog a lot more strong. So you're pushing up, rolling the thighs in. And now bring your knees on the floor. And you're going to, again, lie down, again with a block under the head or like a pillow under the head. And again, I'm going to go to the left side and the same posture again with my hands out. And this time, the leg which is close to the floor, you're going to extend that out. Okay. And now, take the top hand and take it back. Now, this is an easier way, a more relaxed way of doing a twist. It's okay if the knee comes up slightly, but you can also use the hand to kind of keep it down and keep looking to the opposite hand, so the hand which is behind you. And stay there. Good. And then come back and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So this is like a gentle way of actually opening up the chest, opening up the sides. Because if you force your body or if you go into like deep twists, from the beginning, then you can actually injure yourself a lot more. Okay, so now again, the leg which is closer to the floor, you're going to extend it out, take the top hand and extend it out to the side. And try to relax your abdomen because there is a tendency here not to relax the abdomen, to keep it tight. So keep breathing, long inhalations and long exhalations. Keep breathing as you open up. Good. And come back. Good. And then once again, like before, you're going to come into your downward dog. And in the evenings, we try to make the like yoga sessions a lot more about the stretching and about holding the asanas. So you're going to roll the thighs in and push the tailbone up. Get the maximum extension and length on the spine. Good. Good. And then again, knees on the floor. And you're going to set the block aside and then stand up. And now you're going to extend the legs wide apart for the Trikonasana. So you're going to turn the right foot out, take the hands up, hands out to the sides, and then come as close to the foot as you can, the right foot. Now, if any of these asanas are a puzzle to you or are new to you, you can actually check out the remaining videos on the channel. There are many videos about how to do the Trikonasana. And then come up. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So left leg out, right leg in. And come down. And stay here. Good. And now from here, we're going to take both hands down and go back into your downward dog. And then I'm going to bring the right leg forward and place the left knee on the floor. And then you're going to start to sink the hips down. Sort of like what we do when we warm up in my classes. You're going to sink the hips down, maybe even push the back toes down and push further down. Good. And then stay there, allow the body to open up. And then you're going to place the back toes on the floor again. And then you're going to turn that foot out to the side and come into your Parshva Uttanasana. So I'm lengthening the side. Keep your fingertips on the floor and extend out. Make sure both feet are flat on the floor. And then come back, and then let's go back into your downward dog and bring the other leg forward. So here, similarly, you're going to push the hips down. And remember, it's Sunday evening, so you want to be gentle with the body. Place the back toes on the floor, push the hips down. And these routines are not designed to be very, very aggressive with the body. So the gentler you are with the body, the more your body will extend. So now, push the back foot on the floor and extend the leg out into your Parshva Konasana. And stay here. So again, we're trying to extend the side of the body and really extend out as much as you can. And then come down again and switch legs again. So once again, we're going to take the right leg back and bring the left leg forward. And again, I'm going to place the back knee on the floor, come up, take the left hand up and place it on the outside of the right leg. And make a namaste with both hands and make sure the elbows are like in line, they're in a straight line, perpendicular to the floor. And then if you can, go ahead and lift the back leg up also for that added stretch. And stay here. So again, the whole idea is to open up the sides. Good. And then place the hands on the floor. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So take the right leg back. And bring the left leg forward. Right knee on the floor. And I'm going to take the right hand up. And place the right hand on the outside of the left knee. And from here, I'm making a namaste with my hands. And just stay here. And if you want, you can extend the back leg out and feel that extension on the front side of the leg. And stay here. Good. And then place the knee on the floor and then go back into your downward dog. Good. And now come into your Vajrasana. Good. And now interlock your fingers together and extend the arms up and lift up and up and up. And then you're going to release the arms and place the left hand on the right knee and twist back. So now we're slowly approaching the challenge posture that we want to actually build towards. And then you're going to come back, interlock your fingers together again, and extend the hands up, the arms up. And then release the arms and place the right hand on the left knee and twist back. Good. And come back. Okay. So now, those of you who have a belt or a stole or a dupatta, go ahead and grab it. So I'm going to get my yoga belt. So quickly go and grab a belt because now we're going to start the twisting, a little bit more of the twisting. And if you want, you can also sit on top of a block. It helps in twisting a little bit more. So I'm going to first sit with both legs straight. So you could sit on a bolster also, you could sit on a pillow also, anything basically. You could roll up a blanket or a towel and get a little bit of height there. So the first thing we're going to do is bend the right leg. And I'm going to extend the right hand up and forward. And then extend the right hand out to the side. Now be very careful with this movement because a lot of people extend out like this, but I want you to extend out like this. So the knee is touching the bicep and the side of the leg is on the side of your torso. So, it's touching. It should be touching. It should be snug. Now, those of you who can, go ahead and rotate the arm inwards and bind. Hold both hands together. If you are unable to bind, go ahead and grab a belt or a dupatta or a stole and then hold the stole and keep looking forward. The idea is to open up the chest as much as you can and keep a tight hold on this. Now we'll do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to take the right leg forward, left leg in, and again you extend the left hand up and come forward first with the left hand, so getting the maximum stretch, and then extend the arm out so that the knee and the bicep are touching. And those of you who can, go ahead and hold both hands behind your back. And if you're unable to, then go ahead and use a belt. And the usage of the belt has also been demonstrated. I demonstrated it in one of the live videos that I've done. And you want to extend the spine forward as much as you can. Good. And come up. Now we're going to start the more challenging twist. So if you're sitting on the floor, that's also fine, as long as you can sit straight. Because what I see most people doing when they sit on the floor is like this. Okay? So try and sit up straight, even if you choose to sit on the floor. Good. And if you have any questions, remember I'm going to take them at the end of the class. All right. Now you're going to extend the arm up, the left hand, and then bring it forward. And you're actually leaning forward also. You bring it forward and the armpit and the knee are very close to each other. And then straighten the back hand, like you're placing the fingertips on the floor, and open the chest. So you want to look behind you, but open the chest. Also make sure that your hips do not move. So the hips should be flat and straight on the block or on the floor. And let's do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to come back, right leg forward, left leg in, and take the right hand up and then bend it and bind it like this. And again, the same thing, you're opening the chest with the use of the left hand. So you can see how it looks behind you. It's an open chest, open back. And make sure that the other leg is not dropping down to the side. Keep it up. Good. And then come back. And just once to stretch the back, let's do the Paschimottanasana. So you're going to sit up straight, hold the outer edges of your feet. If you're unable to hold, use a belt and hold. But otherwise, you can hold the outer edges and come as close to the legs as you can. And come up. Good. Now let's come up, and now it's time to actually build up to a little bit of an interesting twist. So if you have a chair, go ahead and grab a chair. And we have another 10 minutes. So go ahead and grab a chair. And the chair should face you. So place it in such a way that it faces you. Then you're going to place one leg, the right leg, on top of the chair and extend the left leg back and sink down. So make like a wide angle. Try to get the hips as close to the seat, the edge of the chair as you can. And keep looking forward. This is great for the thighs also. Make sure the thigh is not going out. The thigh is supposed to be pointing straight forward. Keep the back straight. Don't bend like this. Don't bend like this. Keep the back straight. Keep the back knee tight. Don't do this. Keep the back knee tight. Now we'll do the same thing on the other side. So right leg goes back, left leg comes on top, and you want to sink down. So again, you're sinking the hips down, keeping the back straight, keeping the back legs straight. And come back. Now, once again, bring the right leg forward and take the left leg back. And now you're going to turn, place the hand on the inside of the leg and then extend the hand out. And you can extend as much as you can. You will see like there's a stretch on the groin also. So extend the hand out. You can do this with any chair that you have around your house. Good. And then come back. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So now you'll be able to see it from the front side. So left leg goes up. Bring the right leg back. Now turn that right leg out to the side. Bring the left hand on the inside. Keep sinking down and take the hand up. So this is Parshva Konasana on a chair. And just stay. Good. And then come up. And now one more twist before we do the final twisting. So what you're going to do is you're going to bring the right leg up. Take the left leg back. And again, use any chair that you have. Any chair works because you just need a raised platform. A stool also works. Now take the left hand up and take it on the outside of your right knee and open the chest. Keep the hips squared, keep the hips sinking down, and open the chest. And come down. And now the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to take the left leg forward, right leg back, and first make sure that you have a strong base. Take the right hand up, and then take the right hand out to the side, and twist. And stay. So you see, like a chair is a great prop for the practice of yoga. It really helps in opening the body. Good. And then come out. Now, the final posture that we did, I'll just show you. The one that I want to build up to is where you take the right leg up or any leg up and then try and bind it. Keep the back straight and try and bind it. Okay? So now since we have the chair, a lot of you who are seeing the pattern can probably imagine what we're going to do. You're actually going to place your leg on the back of the chair. So this in itself might be a big stretch for a lot of you. But anyways, try to put it up on top of the chair or a stool or even a table. And then I'm going to take my hand out like we did on the floor. And then I'm going to turn that hand in and then hold both hands behind my back. So if you have to use a belt, as you can see the belt dangling down, if you have to use the belt, you can hold the belts together also. I'll show this to you on the other side also so that it makes sense. And pretty much this is the last posture that we were working towards. So I'm going to lift this leg up and take the other leg as close to the chair as possible. Then I'm going to take the left hand up and then bind. So you could either hold both hands and sit up straight, like keep the back straight, or you could hold the rope and keep the chest open. And release. Okay, and stand up straight now in Tadasana. So just once in Tadasana with the feet together, knees touching and hands straight. And just scan your body from the top of the head to the tip of the toes. How do the sides of the body feel? There should be an opening. You should feel like the sides have opened up and that the sides are more stretched out. And there can be a lightness on the abdominal muscles also, because when you do twists, the abdominal organs stretch and they get massaged. And so there's always a sense of lightness over there. Good. And now lie down for your Shavasana. We're going to do a very short Shavasana. And then I'm going to take any questions that you have. So you're going to place the block on the floor. If you have a block, if you have like a pillow or something, you can place a pillow also. If you have nothing, you don't really have to have something. And then you want to extend both legs out. Extend the arms out also. Close your eyes and just relax. Long inhalations and long exhalations and just relax. It's going to be a very short Shavasana. Follow your breath. Just observe the breath. Don't try to change it. Now you're going to slowly bring the hands on your abdomen. Start to move your fingers and your toes. Move the face from side to side, gently getting ready to come out of Shavasana. Turn to the right. And with your left hand, bring yourself up to any comfortable seated meditative asana. Bring your hands together in the Namaskar Mudra. Start rubbing your hands together. And place them on your closed eyelids. Rub your hands across your face. And with a few blinks, open your eyes. And now just stay there for some time and just see how you feel. See how the body feels. Are there any aches and pains? All right. And now if you have any questions, let me know. I'll address any questions that you have. And if no questions, then we can carry on with the rest of our Sunday. So I'll just wait for maybe like 2-3 minutes to see if anyone has any questions. You want to get to your laptop. You want to ask any questions. We've actually spent half an hour on this live stream. All right. Okay. I did better standing, my chest and feeling loose. Okay, great. Yeah. So, Nikita, if you follow this way of doing, opening up the body, and if you do it in the evenings, the body tends to be more open. So yeah, if you did it, that's great. Just do it like for the rest of the week as well. Okay, Shipra, that's a good question. The leg which is on the floor should be pointing straight ahead. So if I'm standing like this and one leg is on top of the chair and one leg is on the floor, it should face forward. And the leg which is up on the chair should be facing that can face out to the side or straight, depending on what the chair is like. But yeah, usually a little bit of a tilt is okay for the leg which is like lifted up. I hope that makes sense. Okay, any other questions? Can I see it's recording later? Yes, Pankaj, the recording for this, this entire session is going to be on YouTube later as well, yes. And Pankaj, some of my live yoga classes might also be, I think there is one that's like specially for twisting, so you could actually look at that also. That'll help you in, twisting a lot more. All right. Okay, guys. Any other questions? All right. Okay, so if no more questions, we can log off and you can have a great Sunday. And I will see you guys again tomorrow for the various classes that we have. Okay, guys, bye. Thank you for attending. Bye.